For day 3 in Lisbon, we actually left the city and headed to Sintra.
To see 3 of Sintra's most famous monuments and whether Sintra is worth visiting. One of the best things about the day trip to Sintra from Lisbon is that the train is incredibly easy and cheap. We left from the Rocio station in central Lisbon and it only took 40 minutes and was $4.60 round trip per person. Because it's so popular and you have to reserve a time slot with tickets, the first place we visited in Sintra was the Pena Palace. It's the most visited palace in Portugal, and its magnificent colors really pop out and make it a unique place to visit. So for the Pena Palace itself, it's 14 euros a person to get in, which is a little bit more expensive, and it was one of the first things we've seen here, I guess, in the Lisbon area. Even though we are in Sintra, that was definitely on the tourist side. It was beautiful, it was cool to see, the views were great, but it was filled with tourists. So if you go, we highly recommend getting here early. So we just finished up at the Pena National Park and Palace. We took a bus up from the train station that was 11 euros a piece.
Yeah, definitely worth it. It's like straight uphill and windy roads. I recommend just paying for it.
And it also stops at all the other places along here, like the Moorish Castle, which we're actually walking back to right now.
So we just got to the kind of front gate of the Moorish Castle, which we wanted to see next, and we talked to a worker who said that we can actually wait to buy the ticket at the next gate to see if we want to see more of it. So that's what we're doing right now. We didn't pay right away. We're walking to the second gate and we're going to see if we want to go inside and see more.
All right, so we decided to pay and go into the Moorish Castle at that second ticket machine, which was right by the entrance to it. And I can tell you just from our first impressions here, it seems absolutely worth it. I'm also trying to climb these steps, which are a little dangerous, but this is one of our favorite things about visiting these castle ruins all over Europe.
So remember when I said before that the bus was totally worth it? Is because if not, you would have had to walk all the way from there to here. So I think that the bus is definitely worth it.
Another really cool thing about being up here in the Moorish Castle that we couldn't see from the Pena Palace is the ocean behind us here. I don't know if it shows up on camera, but you can see the Atlantic Ocean right there, and you can see why back in, I think it was the 12th century, 11th century, why they chose this place to build a castle, because you can see everywhere around you for protection. So windy up here. So while the Pena National Palace and Park are a little bit more beautiful than the Moorish Castle, the Moorish Castle is only about half the price, 8 euros compared to 14, and it's just amazing to go around, but you actually get better views from it. It's just not as colorful and as pretty as the palace is. And the palace doesn't have a creepy cistern under it. The next place we went was Quinta da Regaleira. It was full of whimsical twists and turns and truly unique architecture that kept us guessing what we'd see around the next corner. The only thing we knew about this place before visiting was the famous well, and after some searching, we finally found it.
So we just finished up at Quinta da Regaleira and it was incredible. Definitely recommend coming if you need to pick one place or maybe even two. Definitely make it here.
Yeah, it was only 11 euros to get in, so it wasn't that bad. And like Becca said, it was one of our favorites here in Sintra.
It's definitely different than the other two that we went to, but it's like unique in its own way and it has a lot of cool, almost like outdoor features as well. Yeah,
there's a lot of places just kind of walk around and explore and kind of do whatever you want, and I would say it's more of like a park itself.
Yeah.
While the well was certainly the highlight, there was so much more to do and see, and you definitely need to put this on your Sintra day trip itinerary. So in Sintra, we ended up having to run to the train just to catch it to get back to Lisbon, and we did not have time to film the end of the video. Make sure to check out our other videos here at Portugal, and we'll see you over there. Bye.